Giannis.
Gets it back on the other end and throws it down.
And the players getting together for a little chat as we're just about ready to get going here. Welcome to Philadelphia, everyone, as the 76ers get ready to defend home court in the Eastern Conference. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And one of the players we'll be seeing in this one, Jason Richardson.
And you know what I love about him is just the way he works with his young teammates, the positive attitude that he instills in his club.
You know, inexperienced players, young players, have trouble getting out of slumps once they're in them, but he's determined not to let that happen.
And it's back to Miami for the Heat at the conclusion of today's game. Any team that faces these guys know they're going up against a major challenge. They are undefeated with a sterling record of 9-0.
A lot of positive momentum here with this young team, Kevin. You can see the confidence starting to ooze out of these guys, and that's always important for a young team. Get some wins, build some confidence, and typically that can perpetuate itself.
Yeah, they're playing beyond their years right now. I mean, you got to give credit to the coaching staff. They've done an excellent job of just keeping things simple, really laying out the plan for this young team and not asking them to do too much.
Now, here's Chalmers.
That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
Outside Bosch. Wade kicks to Chalmers. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
You know, Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra worked his way up from the very bottom in that organization. I mean, he got his start as a video coordinator, and through years of hard work and dedication has really become an outstanding coach.
Richardson, no luck. And here are the Heat now. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And if you look at their numbers in that game, what jumps out most is the balance offensively. They really spread the wealth.
And they were on fire in all areas. That was a very satisfying road win.
And back to Coach Eric Spoelstra as a guy who got his start as a video coordinator, picking the game apart. Steve, he's very comfortable with the new advanced stat movement, analytics in the NBA.
Yeah, and I've had a chance to speak with him quite a bit. He says that the way they use advanced stats is just as a conversation piece in the coaching room. Their analytics department will bring them various information, and it will force them to ask questions, which is very healthy for a coaching staff to do.
Young passes to Noel. Just 5 on the clock. Young against Bosch. Young's shot is off. And LeBron throws it down.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to New Orleans.
Yeah, they really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game, guys. In terms of their offense, nothing seemed to go right.
And once they started spiraling downward, there was no getting out of it, Steve. Their scoring just went dry.
Nerlens Noel, one of those players that has become so valuable in the NBA. A mobile defender who can get out to the perimeter, guard smaller players, but still with the ability to block shots in the paint.
That free throw, no good. And for Noel, his offensive game is a bit of a work in progress, but I know, Clark, you love his motor.
I certainly do. You know, at Kentucky, they started tracking players' heart rates during practices to measure effort. And they never had to call out Noel in that regard. He's all effort all the time.
He's off on the second.
A lot of people picked the Heat to run away with the East last year, and they were right on target. They were just so far and away better than any other team in the East that you just didn't see them losing much during the course of the season.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Mark, as you said, the Heat clinched the East pretty early and were able to rest up a lot of their players down the stretch. Steve, never easy to win when everyone expects you to win games, but the Heat didn't seem fazed by the pressure at all.
Well, this is a championship team, and I think once you win that first title, you get a different level of confidence, and that showed last season as Miami rolled to their second title in a row.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Here's Chalmers. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Chalmers has got his second basket. Here's Carter Williams. We saw him with 10 points last game. The prayer from beyond half court is off the mark.
Not looking good for him so far. 4 straight misses to start the game.
And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Terrific defensive play to cut him off and square up.
And he took a shot. Excellent toughness to get in there and make a play. I love that kind of work.
Will it go? And James pulls it down.
Still looking for their first basket. 5 misses to start the game.
Offensive rebound. Haslam can't get it to go. The 76ers have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. Can't get it to go.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Dwayne Wade on the wing. All sorts of time. Goes back up, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out on the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
LeBron with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. LeBron drives in. Here's Bosch. Drops in the layup for 2.
And the early lead just keeps on growing. Another basket.
And the way they've done it is with an extremely potent inside attack.
Now look at Dwayne Wade here. Some kind of performance he's been turning in and night out these past 4 or 5 weeks. 3rd in steals, 14th in field goal percentage, and one of the better passers in the league, in the top 20 in assists per game.
And I think, Steve, there's an awful lot to be said about his top 3 ranking in steals average. I mean, he really thrives.